Greetings, my name is Travis and welcome to my living room. Today I would like to talk about my favorite artist and a 500-year-old piece of artwork which can still spark debate in scholars today. Albert Dürer was a German artist who lived from 1471 to 1528. He is a well-known printmaker and painter. Among his prints were three pieces that were considered his master prints. They are St. Jerome in His Study, Melancholia I, and Night, Death, and the Devil. Dr. Andrew Weisslogel, in an article written for the Herbert F. Johnson Museum of Art, describes Dürer as arguably one of the best engravers of all history. And the pinnacle of his talents were on display for the pieces Night, Death, and the Devil, Melancholia I, and St. Jerome in His Study. I first encountered this piece, Night, Death, and the Devil, while I was working as a security guard at the Johnson Art Museum. The former director, Stephanie Wiles, had curated a show for the 45th anniversary of the museum, and it was selections from the permanent collection. So I was able to have a gallery tour of this exhibition, and Stephanie had introduced us to Night, Death, and the Devil, and the two schools of thought associated with this piece. So, as you can see, it's quite a detailed piece, which is quite stunning. As always, Albert Dürer includes his initials, as in every other piece that he makes. And also the date. We can tell that this was made in 1513. So we have our knight here, and he's on the road on horseback, and beside him are the devil and death, also on horseback. This piece was really striking just in the visual aspect, but also in the aspect of the two schools of thought that Stephanie had introduced during her gallery talk. The two schools of thought are that the knight here is actually, the good Christian, and his helmet kind of acts as blinders. He's not paying any mind to death and the devil as he passes them on the road. The other school of thought, which I found quite interesting, is that perhaps our knight isn't that good of a guy as we think he might be. She described that sometimes symbolically in artwork, a foxtail, such as at the end of our knight's lance here, is sometimes indicative of a duplicitous nature. Perhaps our knight isn't a good guy. And if we look at his face, you can tell that he has the slightest hint of a grin, doesn't he? That suggests that perhaps he's not worried at all about death and the devil. Maybe they're his traveling companions. And also, from history, we know that the left hand is sometimes called the sinister hand. Our knight is heading towards the left. He's heading towards the sinister. So that alone, that story, is what really piqued my interest in Night, Death, and the Devil. It is one of my favorite art pieces by one of my favorite artists. In conclusion, we could say that a 500-year-old engraving can still spark debate, and that sometimes appearances are not what they always are. Thank you.